Welcome back to the World of Juice Hoops channel, and welcome back to another episode of our Journeyman series here on college basketball, NCAA Basketball 10 to be exact. And we begin episode number 4, I think, right here. Season number 2 is about to begin, and last season didn't end the way that I expected it to. We ended up finishing with a really bad record. We ended up finishing 15-17 after having a fantastic start. Unfortunately, we just could not win for some reason. I don't know what it was. We just could not win games. We were horrible in the conference, the Big East Conference, and now our job security is at 18%. If we have another year like that, we're going to get fired and have to pick up at a new job somewhere. So we got to turn things around. The good news about possibly turning things around is we had a pretty decent offseason. We brought in some really interesting, really promising young freshmen, including our prize of the freshman class, 5-star Theo Donaldson, 6'1" guard who comes in immediately as a 79 overall. We'll see where he turns out, but he's got an 85 three-point shot. He's got a good steal. He's good on defense. He looks like he could be a phenomenal player. He already is the same overall as Lance Stevenson, who was here last year as a freshman and started all season, except for when he got hurt, but he was here most of the season. We also bring in 4-star, maybe turn into a 5-star at the very end, freshman David Vanelli, who is a power forward who we're going to play at center for this season because he's got really good blocking, really good rebounding, and he's got better rebounding than the guys that we had there previously, like Anthony McLean and everybody, Yancey Gates, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go with David Vanelli to try to get him to be one of the best freshmen in the country. We also have Rashad Bishop, who's coming back. We have Larry Davis, who I really like as the point guard. He's going to be shooting threes like crazy. So I am very excited about the look of this team. We've got the pieces. We've got Donaldson. We've got Vanelli. We've got Stevenson. The pieces are in place for us to be a good team. I just hope that they perform pretty good this year to save our job, really. But then off the bench, we've got McLean. We've got Dixon, Yancey Gates, Sean Kilpatrick, Darnell Wilkes, Jamal Berry, and then Kashmir Wright. But Jamal Berry is a guy who we have a red shirt on because I don't know if he's going to develop. We also have Bob Malloy. The other freshman that we brought in, where's the other freshman that we brought in? I guess technically they're here. Jamal Berry and Bob Malloy are 2 freshmen that we brought in that we put red shirts on. We'll see if they actually end up developing. Who knows? But that is our lineup for this second season. Year number 2 is about to begin. And if we go into recruiting for year number 2, we have some decent guys in the recruiting list, in our short list of guys, our targets, whatever we have. Have I not gone in after anybody? I thought I started doing this. I guess I haven't. So you know what? There's some guys in here. Let's just go after some people. We have 97 points remaining, so not as many as we had last year. But if we sort by highest interest, we've got a couple of decent players that are all 4 stars, and those 4 stars could change to be 5 stars. That's also possible, but I wouldn't mind going after a 5-star like we did with Theo Donaldson. But if we're going to go after some people, we have 3 scholarship, I think, this year, so we've got some decent people. We have a 4-star point guard in our pipeline, which is Eric Moorhead. So I'm definitely going to add him to this short list, and we're gonna scout him for sure. So, although I can't scout him, I guess I can watch a game. I can do some internet research, but I can't do anything just yet. But we can definitely scout him. And Kerry Brennan, I definitely want to take a look at because he is a 6'11" center who's a 5-star. And I know he's got very low interest, but I would not mind having him be a part of the team in Season 3. We also got Kyle Hartley, who's a 6'10" center who's got high interest. I'm not really interested in 6'10" centers. I don't know. We definitely are going to need a point guard, that is for sure, because Larry Davis is a senior. We're not going to need a shooting guard because we got Theo Donaldson. Small forward's kind of taken care of with Lance Stevenson. Power forward, probably going to need a new one of that. And then center, hopefully Vanelli can be the center. Or maybe we move Vanelli back to power forward and we get a big-time center. That's also possible. That is also very, 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 very possible. We have 6 scholarships this year. So we can actually go pretty insane on people. And maybe I want this class to be a little bit more filled out and not necessarily we bring in 3 or 4, we bring in like 2 or 3 guys. Maybe we bring in 4 or 5 guys this year, or hopefully 6 guys if we use all the scholarships. That's kind of maybe where we should go, just to fill out the team with a little bit more talent this year. It's definitely a possibility. But we'll just add some guys to the short list. All the guys that we have high interest in, or have high interest in us, I will add to the short list by scouting them with the internet research or whatever. And then I'll probably add a couple of 5 stars that have low interest, just because I wouldn't mind bringing in a couple 5 stars. I mean, we did it last year. I don't see why we can't do it again. So I'm going to add all these guys that have high interest in us. We'll do some internet research on them. But I definitely want to go after some big-time 5 stars. I wouldn't mind a 5-star power forward, that is for sure. Sean Padgett, he could team up with Vanelli and maybe be pretty good. At the point guard position, we're kind of good there. There's no 5-star point guards that we can look at. We've got some short list small forwards. We're not really interested in small forwards that much because we have Stevenson. I mean, we could bring in a backup, but I think we're kind of good right now with what we have in recruiting. Let's back out here and start the season. We'll see as it goes. We do have the preseason stuff. We take on LSU in the first game, and I think we'll do a simcast for that because I kind of want to see how these boys do in their first game. I'm hoping that Donaldson takes initiative. We are playing really well. Lance Stevenson's got 11 points. Vanelli's dominating. He's got a double-double. We're killing LSU. Bishop's got 15 rebounds. We are going to win the game. Vanelli dominated that one, which is a promising sign. I will say that much. Maybe Vanelli's going to be that guy. Who knows? We will play USC in the next matchup in the tournament, the preseason tournament, but we have a message from probably our recruiter or our athletic director, and it is. So we get the challenge. Great job winning the home opener. We get our school pride, so we get to upgrade this, which is huge. So our alumni challenge, what do we want to upgrade? Probably want to upgrade our practice gym. I would think that'd be the best one to upgrade right now. Get our 3-point ability up 1, our field goal ability, our free throw ability, and our ball ability. That's probably what we want to do. So let's upgrade. Let's upgrade that, I think. Is that what I want to do? How do I... Hold on. Oh, I have to move it up to 2. There we go. I was trying to figure out how to unlock it. There we go. So I've upgraded the practice gym to number 2. Now we get +2 to our 3-point ability and everything else like that. That's actually a very useful upgrade there. Needed to win that game against LSU. So that's a huge start to the season. Let's see if we can take control of this USC game and see what happens. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can win this one. It seems like Vanelli's going to be a beast. It's a close one. Okay, we've started to pull away. Stevenson's dominating, by the way. Donaldson's having a good breakout game. You love to see that. Okay, so we started slow, but we get the win. We started slow, get the win. Now we go to the, I'm assuming, the semifinals against whoever the logo that is. I can't tell. All right, we got another message here. So before we go to that, let's take a look at the message. What's the message got for us? It's from the AD. New Alumni Challenge. We're going to be on national television. If we can win this game, the Alumni Association has promised to upgrade one of our sports facilities. Okay, so here we go. Another Alumni Challenge against this team, whoever it is. If I take a look at player progression, so we're getting a +4 for David Vanelli, which is kind of huge. Lance Stevenson's kind of going crazy with his scoring. He's led the team in scoring both games so far. We'll simulate this day and then get to this big game here. Oh, another message. Hold on. Another message before we play that game. What's the message? About recruiting, probably? It is about recruiting, so here we go. We got our recruiting review. Looks like you are making some modest strides on the recruiting trail. Of course, I can't tell you how much it would mean for our program if you could get a commit in the next week or so. The next week or so? Who do you think I am? Kentucky? You want me to get a commitment in the next week? That seems like an impossible challenge, but I guess we'll try. I'm not sure. All right, our target list. How are those 5 stars looking? Those 5 stars are very low. I'm not going to go too hard on all of them, but I will try a little bit. So we know a little bit about this man. I can't offer any of this stuff, unfortunately. But I can phone the high school coach, and I can watch a game for Kerry Brennan, see if I can get the interest up a little bit. Jesse Short is 6'9", Kyle Hartley 6'10". We can do a little bit of stuff for him. Do some stuff for him. I can probably do that for the other guy, too, now that I think about it. I don't think I scrolled all the way over. Yeah, there we go. This is what I was looking for anyway. Email the recruit, send the letter of interest, and send the package. We've got 54 points remaining. Let's go after a point guard. Do we want to go after Eric Moorhead or Ty Duncan? Probably Ty Duncan. He's 6'5". That's probably where we want to go. He's averaged 15 points a game in high school. Let's phone the high school coach, email him, do all that kind of stuff. Although 12, okay, maybe not right now for that. Let's just do a little bit of other stuff like that. And then we've got Emmanuel Dobson at small forward. His interest is pretty good. 12 points for him as well. Let's just phone the high school. That's also 12 points, though. Just do a little bit more internet research, I guess. I'm trying to spread out these hours as much as possible, but them asking for a recruit in the next week or so is kind of insane. I mean, I'm good. I'm not that good. How did Gary Royal do? Is he a good rebounder? Yeah, 16 rebounds a game is kind of good. Let's look at him a little bit closer. That gives us 13 points remaining. I think I'll stop for right there. And then we'll see where it goes from there. But we got this big game. I'm assuming this is the semifinal game. It's against App State. We should be able to handle them. Stevenson, man, he's the scorer this season, it seems. Although App State is right there with us. They've made this a game, and they've actually taken the lead here. Things are getting a little bit out of control. Things might be too out of control, but we've rallied. Oh, we're down 10. Last time I tried to jump in, it didn't go very well. Okay, looks like we're going to lose this game. Do I jump in and risk it? Because last time I jumped in, it froze the game, and I had to stop and restart. I'm a little bit worried that's going to happen again. I think we're just going to lose the game. Oh my God, we went to overtime. And we won the game. Oh my God. Forget about losing it. Lance Stevenson puts up 27, 18, and 13 for Vanelli, 22 for Theo Donaldson. Well, that didn't happen the way that I expected it. We actually came back and won, and we have earned ourselves that challenge. We get that alumni challenge. What a win. We were down 10. How did we win that game? That's crazy. We achieved the alumni challenge. Yes, congratulations, coach. Okay, so we've already got the practice gym up to number 2. We could keep trying to max it out, or do we want to go to something different? I think we should just keep trying to max out the practice gym and then go to the study hall next. That's probably what we should do. So let's get the practice gym up to 3. Next one we upgrade, it'll probably be maxed out at 4 then. But that's a huge win in the semifinal game. Now we play in the championship game of the preseason tournament against San Diego State. Let's see what happens. This is probably going to be a little bit of a tougher game than the App State one. Although we are right there with them. It is a really close game. Donaldson's got 15. Vanelli's got 16. I think we recruited some studs this year, or in season 1. And the defense is on point right now. We are not letting San Diego State score at all. We are up big, 81-59. We're going to take home the preseason tournament. Huge win. We just won the preseason tournament. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. And now we're going to get a message from the AD, probably congratulations on winning that. That is a huge preseason tournament win for us. That's probably going to help our report card, I would think. Let's see what we got. We are one of the nation's hottest teams right now, Coach, and it shows. Our next game will be televised. On behalf of the fans, students, and alumni, let me wish you best of luck. I can't wait to see the game. All right, at least the AD's happy with us. But how's our report card? It's still 23%, unfortunately. But it's up from 18 at least. All right, so our next game is going to be televised. Hopefully we can win it. All right, let's take a quick look at recruiting, though. See what's going on here. All right, so our targets, how are we looking for them? We still got 13 points. We haven't been able to get any interest any higher on any of the 5 stars, which is a little bit unfortunate. This guy averaged 35.5 points a game. We've done everything we can on these guys. I mean, I've offered everything on him, and he's not going up. So we might have to just go for the 4-star guys, which is not a bad thing. I mean, bringing in 6 4-stars is not a bad idea, especially with the 5 stars we brought in last year. I think we can be fine. But we definitely need a point guard. So I'm going to go after... I'm going to look at Ty Duncan a little bit more. Although if I offer 12, that means I'm out of points. So I don't really want to do that. Send the letter of interest to Jesse Short. We got 9 points left. I've already done everything I can on him. Adam Walton. How good is he? 30 points a game for him is kind of crazy. We can do all this stuff. That gets us to 6 points. Just keep doing all this as long as we have the points available. We have 3 points remaining. We've done everything we can on those guys. I think I've done everything I can on most guys. Let me send the package to Eric Moorhead. That'll be all of our points spent. So hopefully that'll work. I don't know. Probably not. Knowing my luck. All right, here we go. A huge game. This one's televised. It's Central Connecticut. I feel bad for the TV broadcast that's televising this game. But you know what? We got some interesting players on this team. Some guys that are promising. Future NBA All-Stars, hopefully. Theo Donaldson and Lance Stevenson is a great 1-2 punch. We are killing Central Connecticut. Absolutely destroyed them. That is a big win. And now we have Louisiana Lafayette. They're actually killing us at the beginning here, but we rallied back. Vanelli's got 10 points. He's our leading scorer. Oh, Donaldson's down there. I didn't see him. Oh, the defenses. Look at the defense. I was going to say they haven't scored in a minute. 28 points. Oh, 32 and 15 from Vanelli. 34 and 15 for David Vanelli. My man is a menace, a monster, whatever you want to call him. We're averaging 80 points a game, it seems. We are on top of things right now. We got a message from the AD, I would assume. What's he got for us? I have reviewed your recent performance and made some changes to your report card. Okay. Up to 26% job security. All right, we'll see how that goes. But we're looking good. We're on a nice little win streak here. We also have 4 messages from the recruiter. Okay, so scouting report on Kyle Brennan. I think is his name, Kyle Brennan. He's an intriguing prospect. I've attached the link. He's the 5-star, right? Yeah. Oh, no, it's Kerry Brennan. Okay, so our interest has gone up a little bit in him, but I don't think we're going to be able to get in for him, unfortunately. Especially with having no more points left. So that's unfortunate. We got Duncan's high school coach telling us that he's appreciating, letting us know that he's interested, or that we're interested. 18.5 points a game. He's that 6'5" point guard that I'm interested in. Then we've got Hartley. He wants to keep in mind... Ooh, we're at the top of the list for Kyle Hartley. 6'10" center. Wouldn't mind having him on the team, as long as he's pretty good. And then we got email received from Griggs. That is the... Oh, that's the 6'2" point guard, Fidel Griggs, who averaged 30 points in high school. Or is averaging 30 points in high school. Okay, we'll see how the recruiting breaks down as we get further along. But we got a big game against Western Kentucky here. Got to take the win. Keep the momentum rolling. Vanelli's a menace. I'm glad we started him because he's a freak. Larry Davidson actually getting into the scoring this game. But Vanelli, I mean, Vanelli is going crazy. We put up 100 points. When's the last time we did that? We get a message. What's the message from? The message is from recruiting, and it is Hartley. It's Kerry Hartley. I've trimmed my list. Schools I'm now considering are Cincinnati, Nevada, and Penn. Nevada's probably my leader, but I'm still thinking through all of my options. That's the 5-star. Oh, no, that's the 4-star center. Okay. I thought it was the 5-star. So that's Kyle Hartley, not Kerry. Okay, so at least we're in his top 3. That's good to know. That is good to know. Where are we in terms of the schedule? What do we have next? We We have a game against Vandy coming up soon, so let's get simulating here. Finish the month of November. We got another message. So let's pause here for a second. Cincinnati stays undefeated with a win over Louisiana Lafayette. Love to see it. Love that we're getting some recognition. More messages from recruiting. We've got Royal. I thought you might want to know I'm leaning towards signing with Creighton, but Cincinnati and Oklahoma State are still on my radar. Gary Royal. His interest is very high in Creighton. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. We got a family friend for Royal. Let's send him the tickets. Maybe that'll interest him a little bit more. And then this is Hartley, Kyle Hartley, who is still interested in Cincinnati, but Wisconsin's at the top of the list. This is going to be tricky. Not having those points. Did I make a mistake not having those points? That's the question. The highest now for Kyle Hartley is a good sign. And Emmanuel Dobson has moved into the 5-star ranking, which is kind of interesting. Is there any way I can take the points away from this guy? I don't think I can. I guess if I remove player, that would be what I would do, but I don't think I can take the points away from him. Did I put points on Sam Garrison? I don't think I did. Interesting that Emmanuel Dobson is now a 5-star. I mean, he's averaging 32 points a game in high school, which is kind of insane. But we're highest on Kyle Hartley. I don't know what I can do. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I can do anything else with these guys. We'll just have to see how it plays out. I don't know. I'm still learning this recruiting system. Let's get even further in. We got more messages. More messages to take care of. One from recruiting. It is from Royal. He's still looking at Creighton, but we're still on his board. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. Creighton's putting in a little bit too much time. Let's see what this Vandy game's got. Okay, more messages from recruiter, or from more messages to look at, probably from recruiting. 5 recruiting messages. Okay, here we go. Thanks for the email, Coach. I'm excited. It's exciting to know that your program has interest in me. That's from Bradley, Jeff Bradley. He's a 5-star who interest has gone way up for Jeff Bradley. That's promising. How about from Walton? Interest has also gone up from Adam Walton. He's a 4-star power forward. What about Moorhead? Okay, so the emails are working. It's getting the interest up. I just don't know if it's a little too late. And then Jesse Short. We are in the running for these guys. It just comes down to I don't know if we're going to get them or not. Top 3 schools are Wisconsin, Cincinnati, and Murray State from Kyle Hartley, the 4-star center. We keep falling down his board. I don't know if he's going to pick us, unfortunately. I would love it, but I don't know if it's going to happen that way. I don't know if it's going to happen that way. I mean, we're the highest on the board. Also, Jeff Bradley's moved into 5-star territory along with Emmanuel Dobson, which is very intriguing. We're still very low on all these centers. We're just not going to get them, I don't think. I'll take Sam Garrison off my board. At least I thought I was. I will remove player from the board. Sam Garrison we're just not going to get. So that doesn't free up any hours. Sam Padgett we're probably not going to get either, so I'll just remove him from the list. I kind of want to keep Kerry Brennan on the list just because, but we're probably not going to get him. We are the highest interest on Kyle Hartley, but it doesn't mean he's going to commit to us. I also want these 2 5-stars that turned into 5-stars. That'd be pretty sick. I don't know if we're going to get them, though. I don't think there's anything else I can do, unfortunately. I've done everything I can do. The only thing I have is to offer scholarships. That's my last Hail Mary, I guess. So Gary Royal, we're going to offer a scholarship. Good thing these are free because I wouldn't know what to do with it if it wasn't. We're going to offer a scholarship to the 2 5-stars, the 2 new 5-stars. And hopefully they accept us. There we go. We will do that. I mean, we have 6 scholarships. I can offer everybody. It doesn't mean that we can bring in everybody, but I can offer them. Did I offer Jesse Short? Let's just offer everybody a scholarship. That way we cover our bases. Never mind. Can't offer Eric Moorhead a scholarship just yet. What about Emmanuel Dobson? Did I already offer him one? I already offered him one. What about Walton? Adam Walton. I can offer him a scholarship. Where's that one point guard? Here he is, Ty Duncan. Let's offer him a scholarship. I think that's everybody. Did I offer Kinsey a scholarship? I can't offer him a scholarship. I think that's everybody that I can offer a scholarship that I have. Unless did I do Shannon yet? I can't offer him. Some of these guys I just can't offer scholarships to. What about Simmons? No. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've offered everybody a scholarship that I'm available to offer. So we'll see how it plays out. Hopefully those guys choose us and make the right decision, especially those 2 new 5-stars. That'd be pretty sick. All right, big game against Vandy. This is a test against an SEC school. At least I'm assuming they're SEC school at this point in college basketball. I guess I don't know. Oh my God, they are killing us. 35-15. We're rallying here, but I don't know if we're going to have enough time. We kind of got obliterated. Yeah, this one's over. Okay, so our first big loss of the season. We get killed by Vanderbilt. That's a little concerning. I'm slightly concerned. Ooh, messages. Messages galore. 7-1. Suffers the first loss of the season. Yeah, maybe I should have jumped in and played that game. I don't know. All right, what's the message center have to say? 9 messages from recruiting. Oh, it's all about scholarship offers. Okay. So thanks for the swag, coach. So Gary Royal's appreciative of the swag. Oh, it says he signed with Cincinnati. W. We got to recruit. So Gary Royal, I made up my mind, coach. I'm headed to Cincinnati. Your program and my game are a match made in heaven. So we get a 4-star commitment in Gary Royal. What about the other guys? I appreciate the scholarship offer, coach, but I'm not ready to make a decision yet. I've considered the possibility of playing for you guys next year, but I really want to view all my options. So Adam Walton does not want to come play for us just yet. What about Hartley? When I told my friends I had the chance to play for Mr. Juice in Cincinnati, they said I was crazy to not jump on that. I think Cincinnati is the right fit for me, so I accept your scholarship. Hartley is committed as well. Kyle Hartley, the 4-star center, has committed to Cincinnati. I needed a center, and we got one. What about Emmanuel Dobson? I've looked into a 10-year school, but I'm still undecided. I've got to do what's best for me. Oh, that's the 5-star. Emmanuel Dobson. Thinking about it, but not coming right away. Oh, Duncan, you're the 6'5" point guard. He really wants to go to Creighton. I don't know if we're going to get Ty Duncan, unfortunately. What about Bradley? He's still considering. Jeff Bradley, the other 5-star, still considering. What about Brennan? I've looked in 10-year school, but I'm still undecided. Kerry Brennan. I mean, we're trying, but I don't think the actual 5-star is going to commit to us. And then what about Short? He's not ready to make a decision yet. So we got 2 commitments. 2 commitments already. Royal and the other dude. I'd say that's a pretty good start. We got Gary Royal and Kyle Hartley. 2 big centers. One can play power forward most likely. One's a McDonald All-American. I'm pretty okay with that. And maybe they'll go up to 5 stars at some point during the season. That's always possible. We are at the highest now for Jeff Bradley, so a 5-star is potentially a chance here. Emmanuel Dobson we have a chance for as well. We're still very low on Kerry Brennan. We're just not going to get him, I don't think. But that's okay. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. We have 4 scholarships remaining. I'm really hoping that those guys just commit to us. That's the goal. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we suffered our first loss of the year, unfortunately, but we should be getting into conference play pretty soon. Yeah, conference play is next month. Big one against Texas State. More messages. Maybe that's more recruits saying that they want to come play for me. Hopefully that's the case. It is 1 recruiting message. It is an athletic director. I'm looking over your list of recruiting targets. You seem to be on the right track with guys you're pursuing. Okay, so this year he's actually happy with me. The AD is actually okay with what we've been doing. Last year, he was all up on my grill, even though I was bringing in great guys. Okay, let's not get killed this time. Let's have a bounce-back game. It looks like Vanelli's going crazy in this one. Oh, yeah, we are much better. So it seems like we are like a really, really good team against bad teams and teams that aren't of the caliber of a Vanderbilt. But against a team like Vanderbilt, we're just not good enough, is what I'm getting at. But maybe with Donaldson's progression, we can get there. And Vanelli's progression. Okay, so another big game here. Out of conference. This one's against Oakland. I would think this is going to be another similar performance. And look at that defense right off the gates. Although the offense kind of slows down a little bit here. Lance Stevenson's going crazy, man. He's averaging a bunch of points. We got to take a look at the stats at some point because he's going crazy with the amount of points he's averaging. So is Vanelli, to be fair. All right, we got a little back-to-back here, this time against Lehigh. But before we jump into that game, I do want to take a look at some stats. We're 9-1. We're not ranked just yet, but we're having a good season. Although we had a good season to start last episode as well, to start season 1, and we fell off hard. So who knows what's going to happen. Let's take a look at stats. This is coach statistics. That's not what I wanted to look at. Here we go. Stats Central. Still trying to find my way around this. Okay. So how are we looking? So Vanelli's averaging 21 points a game and 15 rebounds. My guy is on crazy pace right now. 20 points for Lance Stevenson. 19 points because you can't round up 4. Theo Donaldson's averaging 19 points as a freshman. Larry Davis is doing well. Bishop's averaging 12 rebounds a game. How's the three-point shooting going? Can I see the percentages? Here we go. So best field goal percentage is Lance Stevenson with a 63%. Our best three-point percentage of people who actually shoot them is probably Theo Donaldson at 27 or 29%. Okay, that needs to get up a little bit. He's got an 85-3. I don't know why he's shooting so bad from three-point range. He's shooting a lot of them. I guess Stevenson's probably our most efficient from somebody that shoots a good amount of them. Can I see award winners? National awards. Can I see a possible... I want to see a possible, not National Player of the Year. I want to see a possible Freshman of the Year. I don't think I can see that. Vanelli is in the running for Big East National Player of the Year, which is kind of insane. He's falling, but he's in the running for it. We also have Donaldson, which means they're probably going to be in the running for Freshman of the Year as well. Okay, things are going well for the Bearcats so far. We got a game against Lehigh. I would think this is going to be a win as well, but you never know. We could get caught. It's always possible. We're not putting up the points that I expected. There we go. We went on a big run. Vanelli's dominating again. So is Donaldson, actually. Oh, my God. We have put together a squad. I think this is a tournament team. It's got to be with the way that we have our scoring. Although we did just lose to Vanderbilt, which is a team that is probably going to make the tournament. But we're 10-1. We got to be on the radar, right? A message from the medical staff. Oh, please don't be anybody serious. Lance Stevenson with an ankle sprain for 11 days. He got hurt last year. That's tough. That's tough for Lance. All right, more messages are coming in. We can take on UNLV. Let's see what the messages have to talk about. It is an athletic director message, and it's just updating us on our coaching report card, which, to be fair, is at 28%. We've upgraded our overall record, which is good. We're 10-1. We are 0-1 against top 25 teams, which is unfortunate. That was that Vanderbilt loss. But no messages in recruiting for a while, which is a little bit nervous, making me nervous. Nobody else has signed with other schools. That's good at least. But they haven't made their decisions just yet, and I don't think I can do anything else to persuade them. Ooh, looks like Emmanuel Dobson's going to go to Temple, unfortunately. I don't think I can do anything else. I guess I can offer another scholarship. I didn't realize I could do that. I thought once you offered a scholarship, it was over, but I might as well offer them more scholarships to see if that's going to work. I just offered Dobson. I need to offer Bradley. Adding a 5-star to this class would certainly improve it. That is for sure. And I definitely want to offer Ty Duncan, but he's not going to come to us, unfortunately. He really wants to go to Creighton. He really wants to go to Creighton, unfortunately. But I do need a point guard on this recruiting class. That's my only thing. That is my only thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one. We do have a point guard that is wearing a red shirt, but I just don't know if he's going to be that good. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. We got a big game against UNLV. Got to take this one. Gotta take this one, and it looks like Lance Stevenson, even with that injury to the ankle, is going to be our leading scorer right now. I think Lance Stevenson even played a little bit when he was injured last season. Seems to be a dog. 18 and 11 for Vanelli, although they are right there. Oh my God, they took us to overtime. 82-79. We win by a single point. 82-81. Wow. What a win. What a win. Just barely scraping by on that one. It looks like we will open up conference play in the next episode. I kind of want to jump in and play this Alabama team and see how they are. Anything updated on recruiting? I don't think so. Let's take a look at the message center and see if we got anything. I didn't hear any messages come through. No, we got no messages, but we're 11-1, and I think we're going to end the episode with a game against Alabama here. We'll jump in, we'll play the game. Also, because I want to play with Theo Donaldson and David Vanelli and see how they are. So we'll jump in, we'll play as the Bearcats against Bama on the road, which I think is the first time we've played on the road in when we jump in and stuff. So let's see how this goes. I'm excited. I want to see how Theo Donaldson plays, and I just also want to get a big win.
The Bearcats are on a 4-game winning streak.
The reason these guys are playing so well is because they're loose. The basket looks a little bigger, and everything seems to be clicking.
And, of course, we look here at our star watch. And, of course, here's our starting lineup.
I like the matchup in the small forward position. These two players must lead their team out and show the way. Yes, dictate the way this game is played.
We actually won the tip, which is kind of crazy. And thankfully, the players' faces are actually loading in this time. I don't know what it was last episode where the faces just weren't loading in, but they weren't. And we get to try David Vanelli. Look at that, man. On the road in Tuscaloosa, got to change the camera. I don't know why it doesn't save it for me. Maybe I have to do it in the actual thing, like the main menu, but this is not what I want. I definitely want an overhead camera, and I probably want it to be as low as possible, although I think this is going to be fine. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Vanelli starts the scoring. Can I get a little swiper, no swiping? A little swipey swipe? Yes, I can! Oh, but I couldn't swipe it fully. That's okay. Play some defense, play some defense. Larry Davis. Oh, they're going to go for a three. It's up, and it is no good. Vanelli with the board. I think we're going to be pretty good this year with Vanelli. Rebounding. Stevenson. Here's Theo Donaldson. He's got 85-3, but he's not shooting them very efficiently, we saw in the stats. There's Rashard Bishop finding Stevenson in the corner. That's Davis, who also has the three, and we found that he was a very good three-point shooter when I found his rhythm last season. But I kind of want to test out the freshman. Look at Theo Donaldson, little mid-range action from the young man, the young buck. That's going to be a three ball, and it's no good. Board by Bishop. Get that up the court. There's Larry Davis. To the rack. Larry Davis lays it in. Soft touch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We good. We good. We good. I feel like I'm playing Wisconsin with the pinstripes. Can I get a little swipe? Oh, that's not a reach, coach or ref. Not a reach. They don't know what they're looking at. They don't know what they're looking at. Lance Stevenson. They get the inbound. Are they just going to be a three-ball team? It's going to be very interesting if they are. Then you got back down Vanelli. We'll swipe. No. They're going to shoot that, and that is in and out. No good. Davis with the board. Get that up the court to Stevenson. Lance trying to go in. Lance, do you have it? Lance with the hook gets blocked. Rebound by Bama. I probably should have tried to pass that. That's my bad. That's going to be a shot. He's going to take that. I can't get out. I can't get out there. Oh, he didn't take it, actually. I thought for sure he was going to shoot that. Oh, what a pass. That's a beautiful pass. Good vision. Good vision. All right, Bama gets on the board. Davis. Oh, that happened so many times last episode, or last season in general, when I jump in and play those games. I get too aggressive trying to back down people, and they just lose the ball. I got to remember that's not a thing in this game, or at least not with my guys. In and out on the missed three. Donaldson with the board. Can I hit this three? Lance Stevenson for three. Yes, I can. Drills it. That's what I'm talking about, Lance. Good job, big dog. Don't reach in. Don't reach in. Don't reach in. Stevenson guarding. They're going to go down low in the paint, and that is going to be blocked, but it's rebound by Bama. That's unfortunate. It's a good bounce. Knox picks it up. It's an unfortunate bounce that we blocked that and it went right to him. Stevenson trying to drive in, find Larry Davis. Let's take a spin. That was not what I was trying to do, but it works out to perfection. I was just trying to take a little jab step jumper. And he ends up spinning and going all the way to the rim with a nice little lay-in. I'll take it. It wasn't what I was going for. Ooh, nice pass down low. Play good defense. That's not a foul, ref. That's not a foul. Rashad Bishop should not be called for that. That's a little bit ticky-tack. Justin Knox will go to the free throw line. He's only averaging 4 points a game. Oh, my God. This guy's trash. This guy is garbage. He plays ball like a girl. All right, let's get the ball in the hands of Larry Davis. They're going to full court press this. David Vanelli, get that ball away. Somebody's got to be wide open if they're 2-on-1. Stevenson down low in the paint. Nice job, Lance. That's what I'm talking about, big dog. You know, a little swipe. No, no swipe there, no swipe there. Oh, what happened? I think the game froze. I don't hear any audio. Okay, we might have had a freeze. That is unfortunate. I'll be back. Okay, so I got it back, and unfortunately it did not save the game. It's saved where we were. It's still at Alabama. But I think for safety reasons, for it not freezing like that, I think I'm not going to jump into the game again and try to replay it. So what we'll probably do is just keep simulating here, unfortunately. But that's I don't know. It's something about jumping into the game just doesn't let me. It doesn't like it, and it freezes sometimes. So it's just kind of how we have to play it. But we are losing this game, unfortunately. Can we please rally? Okay, we've tied it. We have rallied, but we have allowed a lot of points. Oh my God, this is as close as it's going to be. We're in the lead. We've built a decent lead, and we should be able to hold on. Oh God, I thought we were going to lose that. 33 from David Vanelli in that game. 33. What a freak. Ooh, more messages from the recruiter. Let's take a look at those. That's a big win. I think they were ranked. Yeah, number 17 in the country. That's a big win versus a top 25 team. If we go to our report card real quick. Yep, record versus top 25, 1-1 now this season. That's a huge win. From the AD, we've got televised games. Broadcast TV goes with story is coach. Because of our winning streak, our next game is being showcased on it. I think it's against Marquette, which is a very interesting game. But nothing about recruiting. So a huge game against Marquette here. And then we got St. John's, then 2 out of the next 4 games, it looks like. That sounded like a message. Ooh, what'd that say? Alabama are outgunned by Cincinnati and lose their first. Oh, that was their first game they lost. I thought they had maybe lost one and still been ranked, but that was their first loss of the season. That's kind of huge, actually. 3 messages about recruiting. It's all about scholarship offers. Here we go. We're going to find out if we get these guys. What about Short? I've looked into a 10-year school, but I'm still undecided. Come on, Short. Jesse Short just won't commit to us. Okay. What about 5-star Emmanuel Dobson? I'm nowhere close to making a decision yet. I think I'll have to decline your offer for now. Emmanuel Dobson. He really wants to go to Temple. And what about Bradley? He's nowhere close to making a decision just yet. So the 2 5-stars just do not want to come play for me, unfortunately. At least not right now. Okay. That's a little annoying. That is a little bit annoying. We have 2 commitments so far. Kyle Hartley's a 5-star. Oh, I was right. They do upgrade. So Kyle Hartley has jumped into 5-star territory. So now officially we have a 5-star as a commitment. So even if we don't get Jeff Bradley or Emmanuel Dobson, we still have a 5-star on the team. And I mean, Gary Royal could jump up as well. It's possible. But I want a point guard, and I just don't know how we're going to get it. Fidel Griggs has moved into 5-star territory. Maybe that's how we get a point guard. Let's offer Fidel Griggs. We're not even in his top schools, unfortunately. He averaged 35 points a game in high school. He went crazy. I wouldn't mind Ty Duncan as well. I mean, we are not really in the running. I can't offer him a scholarship. I already have. I don't think he's gotten back to us on whether or not he's accepted it or not. Kevin Shannon. I can't even offer him a scholarship. I don't think I've scouted him enough. I don't think we're going to get Emmanuel Dobson, so my backup plan at small forward, we don't really even need a small forward because we have Lance Stevenson. I think we just kind of put more effort into getting some of these power forwards. Maybe a guy like Jesse Short could come to us, although we've already offered a scholarship. Let's just back out and see if we get any more messages about possible scholarship offers. We got a huge game against Marquette. This one's televised. It's not an alumni challenge, though. But I would still like to win it, obviously. I'd like to win every game. We're still in it. Marquette's taking a decent lead. But as long as they can't stop David Vanelli, we should be good. Although this is not looking very good at all. This is not looking very good at all. Time is running out. We're down a lot, and we lose the game 72-57. We just can't seem to beat the good teams, which is a little concerning. We do have another message. It's probably the AD saying he's disappointed in us. But for some reason, we just can't beat the good teams. We're losing to St. John now, and we're getting killed by them, although we're fighting back. Come on, Cincy. Come on. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to do it. That's a 2-game losing streak. Oh, man. 2-game losing streak's brutal. We got more messages to look at. How are we supposed to get ranked when we lose games like that? We got to win those types of games. We got 2 messages in recruiting, 2 messages in medical staff. Lance Stevenson's on the mend. That's good. And then Bishop actually strained his shoulder. That's not ideal. Recruiting. Duncan, he says he's not ready to make a decision yet. That's the 5-star point guard. Okay. Or not the 5-star point guard. That's the 6'5" point guard. Take a look at the recruiting challenge screen to get a better idea of what your team goals and needs are. I already know. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I just wish we wouldn't have lost that game to St. John's. But we have a game against DePaul, which we hopefully can win. I think this team is a tournament team. I'd like to believe that. But the way that we play sometimes is just a little bit annoying. I mean, we beat teams that we should beat, but we lose the teams that we, for some reason, are slightly better than us or on our level. We just can't seem to win those games, apparently. Oh my God, are we going to overtime again? We're going to overtime against DePaul. And we hold on for the victory. Man, we've played like 3 overtime games this season. I don't like that. We do get the win, though, so we get rid of the losing streak. Now we play USF, and then we have another game against St. John's, which we got killed by. 84-69, we lost in the first game. All right, more messages in recruiting. Is it about actual recruiting? It is. It's a scholarship offer from Fidel Griggs, but he's nowhere close to making that decision. Come on, Fidel. Stop it. Just say you want to come play for Cincinnati. All right, USF. This has got to be a win. Come on, boys. Come on. Got to be a win here. Got to be a win. And it looks like it's probably going to be. We've built a decent lead. And we're going to hold on. Okay, huge. That's a huge win. 29 from Lance Stevenson. More messages as before we get ready for another game against St. John's. Okay. So they're number 11. We have been ranked, though. Number 24 in the country. That is good because we are on the radar of the tournament. That is actually really huge. But we have number 11 St. John's. What's the messages say about recruiting? Does it tell us that we are ranked? Yes, it is telling us that we are ranked. Good news, Coach. We moved up in the latest polls. View the top 25. Kansas is 15-1. UConn's undefeated. But we jump in at number 24. Absolutely massive that we're in this. We're 2-2 in our conference. But you love to see it. You love to see the fact that we are ranked. Can I see tournament watch stuff here? So, are we part of the best of the rest? Is that where we are? Yes, here we are. We are part of the best of the rest. Cincinnati is really picking up steam as the regular season draws to a close. Oh, mama. Things are happening. Things are happening. We just got to keep on the path that we're on, and we are going to be a tournament team this year. But this is a huge matchup against a huge ranked team in St. John's. We need to get the win back. We started really hot. We slowed down a little bit towards the end of the first quarter. Come on, just keep scoring. Just keep scoring. We've built a good enough lead where we can just keep scoring and hopefully hold on. But they've built their lead back. They've gotten back in this game. Oh, my God. Just hold on. Overtime again, and they're going to kill us in overtime. No, we had that win. That's a brutal loss, man. We had that game. That was ours to lose, and we lost it. Now we got to play UConn, who's undefeated, I'm pretty sure. We're still ranked. I don't know how we're still ranked, but now we have to play number 5 UConn. Good God. Good God. Send tickets to Eric Moorhead and his family and stuff. Man, I cannot believe that we lost that game. We had it for so much of that game, and then just the very end, they tied it and took us to overtime. And then once we were in overtime, it was over. All right. Now we take on UConn. I'm not expecting us to win this game at all. UConn is a way better team than us. And it's showing. They're killing us. Yeah, we shouldn't even really be on the same court as this UConn squad. Oh, that's such a tough loss when we should have beaten St. John's. Because if we would have beaten St. John's, then I would have been able to stomach that loss a little bit better. That's such a tough loss, man. Taking on Providence. This one hopefully is a win. I don't think Providence is that good. At least it looks initially like we're going to win the game. Although they're coming back here in the second quarter. Or second half, I mean. But we should be able to hold on, and we do. 90-59. Big win. That gets us off the losing streak. We have back-to-back against Providence. Okay, more messages to talk about. Oh, but I hate the fact that we lost that game, dude. That's such a tough loss to St. John's. I knew we were going to lose the UConn game. That was never up in the air. We've dropped to number 25, I saw. But I knew we were going to lose that UConn game. That was never a question. But that St. John's game, that was very winnable. We just let it go. And maybe we will next season or as our big stars like Vanelli and Donaldson get more experience, maybe those games will end up going in our favor in the upcoming years. But right now they're just too inexperienced, too young, not high enough overall to get the job done. They're good. They're really good players. This is a lot closer of a game than the first one was. We should still have it, though. Yeah, it looks like we're still going to be able to hold on. 20-12 for Vanelli. 22-12, actually. Okay, so we beat Providence twice. That's huge. Now we have a Pitt game. We have more messages to look at. At least one. All right, let's take a look at some messages. We are unranked, even though we won those games. We've fallen out. That's annoying. Let's take a look at the messages. It is from the assistant coach who's telling us we fell out of the polls. And then we have a message from the recruiting, which is the recruiting review. And they want us to keep taking a look at the thing to tell us that we are doing a bad job, apparently. Which I think we're doing a great job. It looks like Jeff Bradley chose Memphis, which is a little annoying. Where did all my guys go? Where'd my 2 commitments go? I'm not sure where everybody went. It seems like everybody signed deals. I just don't know where my 2 guys that signed with us went. Did I lose them? So it looks like Royal and Hartley are still available. Or they're still committed to us. I was a little bit worried that they just like decommitted or something. Are we still in line to get these guys? I can't offer scholarships. I still have 4 scholarships. I don't know what happened. I don't know where these guys went or where everybody went. Maybe they just all chose other schools. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, here they are. Okay. So I just had to search all things to find them. So if we search by highest, we can find all the guys. Adam Walton has jumped into the 5-star ranking. I really hope that Gary Royal gets a 5-star ranking. Ty Duncan is still interested in us, but he doesn't want to come to us. We've fallen out of his top schools. There's nothing really I can do. Which makes me a little bit worried about the point guards because Fidel Griggs chose Bama. Fidel, you said you weren't going to go there. Well, it looks like we're not going to get a point guard this recruiting cycle. Unless Kevin Shannon wants to come play for me. But I don't think that's going to happen because I can't even offer him a scholarship. So I don't know how recruiting is going to go, but we're not going to get the point guard I was hoping for. Because there's no way that Ty Duncan chooses us. Huge conference game against Pitt. We need this win badly. And we might not get it. We are starting to fall behind pretty significantly. Although we are trying to claw our way back. We have clawed our way back. It is all tied, but they got on a little rally. They're going on too big of a rally. Come on, boys! Oh, my God, we lose. They went on way too big of a rally there. The defense was just not on par for that one. And now we take on Louisville. They're killing us. Oh, my God. Maybe we're just not as good as I thought we were. Because that's going to be another loss. What is it with us and just losing games down the stretch? I don't know what it is about us. We just can't secure wins for some reason. We are 16-7. I mean, Louisville's a good team. They're ranked highly. But we got to win these games. We got a medical staff update. 18 more days for Bishop. And then AD is the coaching report guard stuff. Yeah, our job security is down to 19%. We're not going to win the conference. We're barely going to beat a rival. We're 0-2 against rivals this season. We were 1-4 against them last year. We're 1-5 against top 25 teams. We just can't win games. We can't win the big games. I don't know what it is. We have a good team. At least I think we have a good team. They switched it because Bishop is injured. So maybe that's why we're losing games, because Bishop is not on the court? I don't know, but it's not going well, that's for sure, and I'm a little bit annoyed by it. I'm not even just a little bit, I'm very annoyed by it. We got to beat Rutgers. It just has to happen. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. Big win, big win. Take the game against Rutgers. It looks like we have a good opportunity to do that. We're building a good lead. Okay, we're going to win. We beat Rutgers. That's a huge win. We needed that absolutely. But now we take on Georgetown. You got to be kidding me. I mean, I picked a school that is in one of the most difficult conferences in basketball. And we got to try to come out and win these games? I mean, this is looking fairly promising, but Georgetown's right there with us, which they could go on a run at any moment. Come on, come on, come on. No! See, it's these games right here. These games, it happened against Georgetown, it happened against St. John's. It's the games where we are winning for most of it, and then we just struggle and choke down the stretch. Those are the games that annoy me the most. Because in these games we should win, and we are winning, and then we just lose them down the stretch. It's so annoying. We shouldn't be doing that. We are better than that, and yet we don't play like it. It's going to happen again, isn't it? We went into overtime against Seton Hall. We end up winning the game. It almost happened again. It almost happened again. All right, big one against Notre Dame. It doesn't look like they have anybody on the team from last year that we played. At least Herringoaty's not there anymore. That's good. But Notre Dame's still a good school. Come on, boys. Come on. Fight through. Come on, give me something here. Oh, my God. We lose 73-71 to Notre Dame. And now we're going to lose to UConn. So brutal. They're up to 7-0. Oh, my God, man. We are not that bad of a team. Come on. Come on. Come on. Rally. Rally. Rally, please. It's over. We had a chance. We were right there with them for a little bit. My God. I don't think this team is a tournament team anymore. I thought at some point during the season we were. We are not a tournament team. If we are, we're a one and done in the tournament. Taking on Syracuse now. Please just end this season with a couple of wins. Give us a chance in the conference tournament game, because we didn't even make the conference tournament last year. I'd love to at least be a part of it, but Syracuse is right there with us. It's going to be another game where we choke it. Oh my God! It is another game that we choke away. Oh my God. You know what? I wouldn't even be mad if the AD fired me at the end of the season, because it's another game that we just choked away. We are not playing down the stretch the way that we need to play. It's so frustrating losing these games. These are games that we have a chance at winning, and yet we just lose them down the stretch. We have good teams. Or we have good players. We have good players, and yet we are just not able to finish down the stretch. We're a bunch of choke artists. We are a bunch of just straight up choke artists. Come on, boys. Come on. Please just hold on for a win. It looks like we're going to against West Virginia, which is good. Okay. Theo Donaldson had 32 in that game. Theo Donaldson had 32 in that game. We can put Vanelli and Bishop back together. Maybe that'll give us a better chance. One more game in the regular season. This one against Villanova. But it's just like... It's a crazy schedule we got with these recruiters, or with this conference we're in. Kevin Shannon. I can't even offer a scholarship, so I don't know what they're asking me to do here. All these guys are signed with other schools. We'll have to wait till off-season recruiting to figure out what's left for us. All right, one last game in the regular season before probably missing the conference tournament for the second year in a row, and that means probably missing the NCAA tournament. We are getting shelled by Villanova. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We didn't even deserve to be on the same court as these guys. We got killed by Villanova. And that is how we end season 2, the regular season at least. My God, we are not good. I thought maybe we had a chance to do something this year. We are a bad basketball team. Not as bad as last year, but we are a bad basketball team. We get some messages from this, a new alumni challenge result. Yeah, I get it. I would have liked to beat Villanova too. We just play way too many good teams in the Big East. They're anxious to see how my recruiting strategy pans out. Well, I have a 5-star committed to the school, so you can't be that upset. We'll take one final look at player stats before we move on to the conference title game, which we aren't going to be playing in this episode. But Theo Donaldson led us in scoring. I hope that means he's going to have a chance at maybe freshman of the year, or at least freshman All-American. Yeah, we had 3 scorers this year. It was Theo Donaldson, David Vanelli, and Lance Stevenson, which I kind of assumed was going to be the case. If we can just bring in some more talent in the offseason, I think we can be a good squad. But my God, this year we were just... Our whole theme was we just choked. Are we going to be... It says our next game is against Georgetown. Does that mean we made the conference tournament? We may have made the conference tournament. Which I didn't think was going to happen, actually. How do I... Why can't I advance? Oh, because I got to hit the right button. That's why. We are in the conference tournament. Wow. Didn't think that was going to happen. Did not think that was going to happen, but we were. We are in the tournament. UConn's the 1 seed. We are a 10 seed, which means we somewhat just snuck in ahead of West Virginia and Marquette. But we have to take on Georgetown. The winner of that game goes to Syracuse, plays Syracuse. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing much in the Big East tournament, but at least we made it. That should give us a little bit of job security, I would think. if I go to my coach report card. We're at 10% job security. We are 1-10 versus top 25. We are 2-26 in our 2 seasons in Cincinnati against top 25 teams. We're 0-2 this year versus rivals. We went 7-11 in the conference. My God. Just brutal. Just a brutal season. Just a brutal season. But hopefully we can change that with a decent performance in the conference champion or the conference tournament. But that is going to do it for the episode. Next episode, we will do conference tournament stuff. We'll do maybe NCAA tournament if we make that, which I don't think we will, but we'll possibly do that. And then we'll start next season as well, year number 3. But I doubt we do anything. Are we on the bubble at least? We are not on the bubble. Are we best of the rest? I doubt we're best of the rest. These are all ranked teams. Oh, we are best of the rest. Okay. So, I mean, there is a chance we make the NCAA tournament. I mean, 19 wins is good enough to get you into the NCAA tournament, I would hope. We'll figure it out, though. We got to have a good performance in the conference, the Big East Conference title, or conference tournament as well. We'll see that in the next episode, though. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.